Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it out. It's James. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the Eastern Michigan Eagles offense will go to work first. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Makes the grab, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Kim. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will now get its first chance with the football. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed behind the line, it's McCray. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Looking for room. It's Edwards.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
And the Spartans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Spartans!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Bennett. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. There's a crease. Got enough for the 1st. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Getting it on the ground inside. It's Bennett. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Kim. Got out of trouble and throws. Plucks it out of the air. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Trying to run, it's Bennett. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bennett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Fourth down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
The run inside. It's Edwards. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that does. That reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And and he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Looking for room, it's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Spartans have it with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Fielded in the end zone, it's James. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
On the delay, it's Bennett. They knock him down right there.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Kim. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Gets away from one. He's got space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Looking for the goal line. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Spartan! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. He'll bring it out. It's James. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finds his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Eastern Michigan going fast. Run in the red zone, it's Bennett. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's McCray. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
On the move, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked off his feet.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be...
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Start with a first down. Gonna run it. It's Patterson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback gets enough. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Spartans have it in scoring position on first and goal. Off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3.
Here we go, ready? Go.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many